Hey everybody, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my home here in Santa Monica, California, and welcome to another Planting with Jewelyn. In today's video, I wanted to focus on bringing my own plants that weren't doing really well, that were in the greenhouse, to come back out because I think they look pretty decent and I would like to have them out for Spring 2020 plant tour. My goal is in the next couple of days to film that tour before I leave for Las Vegas in a week, and I am trying my best to showcase all the babies outside of the greenhouse if they're doing great to come out. And if I need to fix any up, I would like to do that maybe on my next live. And by the time this video goes up, I would have probably done a few more lives since today. There's a lot of things that I want to do before I film my Spring 2020 plant tour, and I'm leaving in a week and I'll be gone for about a week, and I want to take care of this. I want to take care of the Spring 2020 plant tour because I know when I'm back, like away from the space for 1 week, this whole place is gonna pretty much look trashed because the tree constantly gives so much debris, leaves and pines, and I mean literally I'm just looking at the space right now, and I just blew my patio this morning and it's covered like nobody's lived here for years. So I have a lot on my plate that I want to do for the channel and the plant babies and the collection, and to be able to inspire you this season. Abby finally got groomed, and I took her to a groomer's 1 mile down the street, and she looked super cute. So you can check out the vlog channel to see our life behind the main channel, and you'll see what her cut looks like. She's sleeping right now on my love seat. I wanted to take care of my Tridescantia, my mother plant. I get into a couple of plants that I want to bring out from the greenhouse that are looking better. I noticed when I was in my bathroom, this is why like I have so many plants, I didn't realize this, that I have 2 of the same plants and they're thriving so good. I love it. I want to put it in a bigger planter and I want to combine it. Both of these plants have been thriving in my bathroom, and I have not repotted them since I bought them, and I feel like it's a good time to combine them, especially if I'm taking plant babies out of the greenhouse. I have another Tridescantia here that I want to repot and bring out for the tour. So I'm not going to disturb the root system. I'm just going to kind of figure them out to live together in one planter. And in fact, I just had another subscriber purchase a bunch of Tridescantia cuttings from me. So if you're interested in any of my plant babies really, or if you guys love Tridescantias, I don't mind taking from my mother plants if it doesn't ruin the look. And Tridescantias are very easy to propagate. Say for instance, if I have a fallout like this, I'll definitely keep it. In fact, maybe I might do a live just working with my cuttings for my Tridescantia plant babies. I always pick them from the floor, or anytime I have fallouts, I definitely throw them into water and they can propagate. I got these planters from Daiso. I think I have one more, and I had put my mother plant of my Tridescantia Nanook in, and it looked so cute that I thought I'd keep the theme going of Tridescantias in these plastic planters, and I want to make sure that it's gonna look at that, like look at that, oh my gosh, that's gonna look amazing. Put some soil on the bottom, and I'm just going to combine them together and not disturb the root system. This is just an upgrade because I didn't realize I had 2 of the same plants. The only thing I can think of is that these were like fallouts, and I put it in a separate planter, and now it's totally a full plant. It's the only thing I can think of, but I wouldn't be surprised if I had purchased 2 plants because I do that all the time. If I love a certain plant, I will repurchase it because of the littlest things. The size is different, the variegation is different, there's one leaf that's different. I will repurchase plants. So look at that already. Look at how amazing that looks. Wow. I'm going to fill up the planter, and this will go back into the bathroom. I'm trying to figure out, I have a lot of planting to do. I would like to do one more planting of just focusing on plant babies, house plant babies that my subscribers gave me that have been sitting in leca or water or in a nursery planter that I want to move into like a regular planter with houseplant soil to see how they do. I think that would be like a good time for me to do it. Maybe after this video I'll do another planting video. It'll be nice to see them in a new situation for spring 2020 plant tour instead of in water or in leca. There's some plants that I do have living in leca full time because they do better, especially like if they like a very moist environment. They just, you know, with me traveling and stuff, it's better if I have them like just living in water or in leca for semi-hydro. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Look at that. Take a look at it. Stunning. So I did take a cutting of this mother plant for a subscriber just today. So pretty. Oh, so gorgeous. I'm telling you, if I could have this in a hanging planter, wow. Okay, let's move this on the side. That was so much fun. Okay, sticking with the theme of Tradescantias, okay, we're on a roll here. Grandma did that big greenhouse clean out. She had fixed this one up, and I remember seeing it in the greenhouse, literally this small in the planter. And look, it did so well in the greenhouse that I'll bring it out. And I'm thinking this is gonna also live either not in my patio, in my bathroom. For when living in the bathroom, I'm gonna try to not disturb the root system because I know it's happy. Allergies is acting up. Please, allergies, not now. Okay. And I'm looking at what kind of planters I have because I have a bunch to choose from, but I think this is going to be the best. Let's bring you up a little higher, just a tad bit. Yeah, that'll be fun to do a video just strictly on propagating my Tradescantias. I always keep any part that falls off. I love that. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, the glow up is real. Let's see here. Let me take this out. So a few parts of the plant fell off, but we're gonna propagate this and put this in water, and I can always just literally, I can just stick it in here if I wanted to and be old school, and it'll root up. So how's about we do that for convenience, and I can always check on it in a couple of days to see if it took root, and I'll fill up the planter again. Tradescantias are amazing plants. They're just easy propagators, but they can be very finicky too if they don't get the attention and care they need. So what do you guys think about that? We'll see how I like it. I mean, I kind of like it in this planter, kind of, sort of. I'll think about it. If not, I'll switch it to one that doesn't have like a texture outside, like a smooth planter. Thinking. Other option is this. I mean, I could, while I'm here, just try to just see what it looks like. Then I don't have to touch it again. Would you look cuter in here? I think so. I kind of like you in here. Okay. I think you're better in here. Wow, that was a very quick change. So let's make sure that the little baby cuttings that I stuck in here is still good to go. So just stick you in here, and you can fill that section. And go here. Okay. So last minute decision. I think that looks better. I'll use that white planter for something else. Okay. Few more I would like to take care in today's video. Don't want to make it too long. Let's see here. I have this campfire jade that is looking pretty good. And I want it to be able to come out in a terracotta. Oh, there's a little baby growing back here too. Right there. Cute. See? This tree. And I have to go through my patio again because my maintenance guy came last night at like 10 at night because my electricity tripped off from my 2-top burner, and he bumped into the lights. A bunch of planters broke from my succulent shelf. I swear every time he comes over he either damages like planters and they crack, or like plants. So I have to go through my patio and get the glass out, and also fix a few plant babies that fell and the planter cracked. It was super dark, and I guess he didn't realize that I had garden lights in my patio. I don't know. To be determined, but it is what it is. I can't do anything. Okay. So I think you're good. I mean, yeah. I guess so. You can kind of trail. I was hoping you could stand up here though. Maybe after you take root, then you'll be able to stand up tall. Perhaps. Something like that. This planter is from my subscriber Jill. I have like 1, 2, maybe less than, like maybe around 8 planters left from her. So slowly filling them up. Peperomia. Peperomia guinea. This thing is a headache. I'm gonna try to bring you out. I'm not sure how I feel about you coming out of the greenhouse because you're a headache plant. This thing was super cool. By the way, this is my repurchased plant because my original plant died. It's a very interesting plant because my red edge peperomia, which is literally behind me, does so well, and for whatever reason I have a hard time with this one, or maybe it could just be from like the grower too. My original one came from Las Vegas. I believe this one came from somewhere here in California. So let's see how you do. I believe this planter is the one white planter I kept from my subscriber Jill, so I'm filling it with this peperomia here. Ooh. We'll see how you do. You'll live in the patio. And once I plant up all of the plant babies for the tour, then I can kind of restyle them once I bring out this Tiffany blue table in the center for the tour. Because once the lockdown is over, I would like to fix the Tiffany blue table and have it back in the center. Okay. Let's see. And I believe today is like day 64 in lockdown. Although the beaches are open, I still can't go back to work, so that's unfortunate. And Las Vegas, their phase 1 is social distance dining, but ours, everybody's dining hours are cut very short, so we'll see how it is when I go there. And I mean, I think Las Vegas is going to take a while to get back into business with tourism on the strip. I think this is the best I can get you. You're super finicky and I don't want drama, so let's keep you in here and see how you do. I like that. Paired really well. Now you. This is one of my epiphyllums that, if you see right here, I believe it's small little pink blooms, and it wasn't doing really good, and now I see that there's lots of new growth here in the center, and I feel bad. It's still in a nursery planter. It was actually in a terracotta, and then it started being sad, and I was like, okay, Jewelyn, you're gonna put this plant baby back in the greenhouse, and when it does better, it can come out. And now is the time. So I'm thinking it can go in this low dish just for like a different look. Ideally, you know, I would love to see it in like a coco coir basket, like a small one, but I don't have a small coco coir basket. In fact, I don't have any that are free and available. So let's try to not disturb the root ball so much, but small enough so that it can fit in this little dish. And we'll see how many blooms it gives me. And now that I'm preserving my blooms, it'll be fun to be able to enjoy it after and just not let it see it come and go. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, see, like, that's so cute. Oh, you're adorable. So let's do that. You are definitely the centerpiece here. I believe I got this sometime last year in Long Beach. Okay, you are gonna go in the center. Like, take a look at you. So good. And then you can go here. You're super purple from the sun. I see some growth, so hopefully it likes its new setup. You can go here. There's a small little plant baby that I can give for sale or trade. It's always fun to see how many sections I have in a plant. And then you can go, okay, all right, let me think about it here. Let's do you here, and then let's put the next biggest section in so I can see what's going on. Like, that looks good. Yeah, that looks so good. And then we'll go with the next biggest size. And you can go here. That's a look. Yeah. And then if I had grandma's hands here to help me, you can go in here. Now I'm gonna go in with the same soil because it was happy in that soil, and quickly fill it up. Cute. I love the aesthetic of this logo. I have like my icy pink, and the other one I have two of these logos. My icy pink is in the other one. I like the way how it's styled. Cute. Let's bring you up. Hey. Hey everybody, stand tall and proud. You graduated. You're coming back out of the greenhouse for the spring 2020 plant tour. I'm trying to think when my grandma had put it back in the greenhouse, but today is the day it comes out. So let's see how you do. I think you look adorable. I think this is perfect. Let me take a look. Oh, interesting. But if I can't find a small little coco coir basket for it, oh man, I would love to see this in coco coir in a hanging basket. That would be like my ideal living situation for this particular epiphyllum. Coco coir hanging basket, a little mini one. But for now, this is perfect. Take a look at that. Look at it. So cute. Yay. On top of another video, I am sitting on the floor again next to the plant babies, the plant gang of the day. And I just realized it is because I normally sit on the Tiffany blue table and do my planting sometimes, But ever since the lockdown, I pushed the Tiffany blue table on the side so I can work out in the patio. So in the future, you'll see me back on the Tiffany blue table planting up. So I have them all here. I got my Tradescantia that I put together here. So now both of them are living together and they blend so well together, and it just looks like jaw-dropping. So that's probably gonna go back in my bathroom. I have to rearrange plant babies. I also got my other Tradescantia back here. Finally, the glow up is real. I'm so glad that it did better in the greenhouse. For whatever reason, it was not happy, and literally when my grandma fixed it up, they were like little knobs, little babies in the planter. So I'm glad, like, I got at least 8 inches of growth on them in the greenhouse, which is pretty cool. My peperomia, hopefully with this living situation, it'll be happy. It'll just live in the patio, I'm thinking, probably in the patio. And if I come back from Las Vegas, so that would be like in 2 weeks, if it's not happy, then it'll go back in the greenhouse and I'll just have to figure something out for him. My campfire jade, which I'm trying to think if this was my campfire jade from like 5-6 years ago from Vegas. I'm thinking, I know my grandma did, when she made her arrangement, my succulent arrangement with her, she did choose some campfire jades from the greenhouse that were really doing good at the time, and this was the one she didn't pick. But look at it, it's doing so good. So it's gonna live somewhere here on the succulent shelf. I keep saying that for every single succulent that I plant up lately, because I like seeing like the personality of the succulent shelf evolve over time with new plant babies coming through, especially with a bunch of plant babies from my subscribers and plant friends. So we'll see where I figure out a place for that one. And by the way, that succulent garden that my grandma and I put together, that I let her have freedom with, is doing really well. It's living in front of the patio gate, and you'll see that on the spring tour for 2020, which I keep talking about. And then here we are, my epiphyllum. I really like that it's in this low dish. It's very interesting. I've never ever styled an epiphyllum in a low dish like this, and I really like the vibe. Like, imagine that like in a macrame hanger or something, hanging. Oh, that would be so pretty. Or I could even just maybe put it somewhere here on this vintage plant stand that squirrels. That'd be so pretty to have it on one of the tiers. But that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this planting with Jewelyn. Stay tuned, because I'm going to do more planting with Jewelyn, because I want to get a bunch of babies out for spring 2020 plant tour. Before I leave, I have to do another plant friend shout out. Today's plant friend shout out, I hope I'm pronouncing this person's name correct, is going to Australia. And this was posted up maybe about a week ago on one of my planting with Jewelyns, and this person says here, they look so much pretty in terracotta. Tomorrow I will repot my cacti in terracotta for sure. Great video, so relaxing, I love it. I know, and I like the vibe in the front of this space. There is a pop of cobalt blue and white here and there, but for the most part, everything in the front of my home is in terracotta. Stay tuned for upcoming planting with Jewelyns. One more clean with me. Once I am done with all of my planting with Jewelyns that I want to do for right now, I'm gonna do one last clean with me, organizing all of my planters that I just want to house on the shelf on the left of my potting bench. And go ahead, my goal is to film my spring 2020 plant tour this weekend, in a couple of days before I leave out of town for Las Vegas. And I'm thinking my patio might be split in a 2-part series, because I don't want a very long video, and usually my patio plant tour itself goes for an hour or more, and I don't want that. So stay tuned. I am gonna clean up my space. I'm gonna figure out, this is why I have to blow through my patio like 5 times a day. Okay, I have so much to clean up. I'm probably gonna do another planting with Jewelyn, because I have a bunch of them here waiting for their turn. So stay tuned for another episode. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe for daily uploads between the main channel Monday to Thursday, the vlog channel Friday to Sunday. You get a video each and every day. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye.